That's Joe. That's John.
No,
I'm Nick.
welcome back. Come on, you know how to fucking do it.
Welcome back. I'm John. This is Joe. This is Nick.
Big Nick.
This is now the Flitz portion of our program.
Today we will be talking about the movie Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water.
Which is written by the same guy that made Sicario. And it stars Chris Pine, Ben Foster, Jeff Bridges, and whoever his native partner in the police force is. Nick, I'm going to let you take this off. Nick is the normal person bystander that doesn't really go to the movies, so he's going to give you a normal person opinion, and then I'll come in with my professional, what I think of how they did. With
I'd like to just
not professional.
I'd like to just stop us there.
All right.
By professional, he means he goes to the movies a lot.
Every week. I mean, can you really say professional when you?
All right, I won't say professional, but I'll say I go to the movies enough that I know to look for how it's made rather than just enjoying the experience that they're giving to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I look for a lot more. I look to see how it's filmed and like the kind of score they have and the acting. Whereas in a normal person would go and kind of just enjoy the ride. So let's hear your review first about what you thought of this movie.
That I did. Okay, so Hell or High Water. Okay, when I was first asked to go see this movie, I said, "What the hell is Hell or High Water?"
It wasn't advertised a lot. Not a lot of people.
I didn't even know
it
it existed.
Not a lot of people knew about it.
I never heard of it before, so I was really going into it not knowing too much.
Did you watch
about
the
it.
trailer, or you kind of just?
I watched like 10 seconds of the trailer, and I kind of like fell asleep watching it too, which was kind of bad. But
The trailer?
yeah, the trailer. I was like, what the hell's going on? But anyway, moving into the actual movie itself, something you don't see often. It's very original. I haven't seen a movie like this. You know, usually when you go to the movies, you see like 3 different movies, kind of like same action kind of.
Yeah.
This was just very good acting. There was a lot of points where I didn't know what was going on. You can't really guess at what the plot's going to be or what
That's the
they
thing.
make a lot of mentions of the
It's a
backstory.
suspenseful movie.
Right. So I thought, oh, this is definitely what happened, and then turns out later in the movie, I'm like, holy shit, what? I had no idea. So I thought it was really enjoyable. I went in there not thinking it was going to be good at all, and I really enjoyed the movie.
What do you get overall out of 10?
I'd probably give it a 9.
9.
Probably up there, yeah. I mean, it's one of those movies where you're not gonna go want to see it at the movie theater, but if you sit down and watch it, it's extremely enjoyable, and it hooks you almost instantly as to what's going on, because they don't spoon feed it to you like other movies.
Yeah.
You have to actually be invested to figure out what's going on, and you get really
That
emotional attached to the
honestly
characters.
surprises me that you enjoyed this movie then.
Right?
Yeah.
I enjoy movies with a good story. It was just a really good fucking story.
It was a really good movie, and there wasn't that much action.
There wasn't like
Which
really
is
any,
what-
except for like the
which is
last
what-
one.
what
The
I'm saying.
last like 4 minutes of the movie had like some
Yeah.
violence in it. But all right, no. Like I said before, it was written by the same guy that did Sicario, which we all know was one of the favorite movies of mine of last year. I thought it was a masterpiece, and again with this year. With this movie, I thought that this movie was fucking outstanding. The problem with Hollywood is we're so overrun by blockbusters now that these little small budget movies don't really get a chance to shine. You got the other guys, Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe that I thought was fantastic, but it didn't make enough money to make a sequel because no one really knew about it or wanted to see it. It's the same thing with this. It's just so good. The chemistry between Chris Pine and Ben Foster, they play brothers in the movie that are robbing banks for a certain purpose. It's just so good and so grounded. It really gave Chris Pine a chance to shine and not be the action hero that he normally is in all these other movies. He's coming out Wonder Woman. He's going to be an action star in Star Trek. Ben Foster did great. I completely didn't expect that from him. He was just so fantastic.
The old guy?
What?
The old guy?
No,
Jeff
that's Jeff Bridges, the old guy, which is also fantastic. He reminded me a lot of Tommy Lee Jones from Men in Black, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Right?
Kind of, but like wiser and like just older.
The cinematography was beautiful. So many landscape shots. The score, it was kind of like, country-ish. It took place in Texas, but it fit perfectly. At no point in the movie was I bored. It was always making you question what was going to happen. Why are they doing this? What happened to their parents? This and that. Up until the very last second before the credits roll, it was amazing. I couldn't find anything wrong with this movie other than I wanted to know what was going to happen. I'm not going to spoil anything, but remember when those 2 people talk at the very end?
Yeah.
Like I want to know what happens. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give this movie a 10. It was amazing, and you definitely this. I loved this movie. I loved it more than I loved Sicario. Sicario had little bits and pieces. Like you said in Sicario, you kind of didn't really believe Emily Blunt. Every single person in this movie blew their performance out of the water, including the girl from Eastbound and Down. The girl that was like his love interest, even she was good. The diner girl, the diner girl. Even she was good. She was only in it for like 10 minutes, but like you really believed like the shit she was saying, you know?
What I really enjoyed is that you wanted everyone's plot line. Like you wanted that character to succeed.
Yeah, you didn't know who
like,
to root for.
There was a conflict in, you know, do you root for the bank robbers? Do you root for the cop? And I just liked both of them. I really enjoyed that movie, and I would watch that again.
I'm definitely gonna buy that on Blu-ray and watch it again. He did not see the movie. He had issues to attend to, but you would absolutely love this movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your scrotum fell off, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole grundle area.
What do you think, just by hearing us talk about it?
Did you see a trailer?
I mean, I wanted to see it beforehand, so I'm definitely gonna go see it.
Oh, yeah, definitely go see it.
Yeah. If not into the movies, you gotta rent that shit like the day it comes out. Just don't try and watch it with Melissa, because it'll probably bore the shit out of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't picture.
I mean, I'm pretty easily bored, but
you really gotta be into
Also
watching a movie in order to have this hold your attention. You know what I mean? If you're kind of the person that like puts things on in the background, you're probably not gonna really enjoy it because it is slow. But you have to really dig in and invest yourself to follow this movie. So if you're gonna put it on, make sure it's when you have 2 hours to spare.
yeah, it starts off slow.
Slow.
The whole movie's slow, but after like
it's
5
slow,
minutes,
but like
your
with
investment
tension,
doesn't matter.
the tension slowly building to the end. So even though the first like 15 minutes is slow, and then once you realize what's going on, like the rest is like kind of on the edge of your seat. Like, what are they gonna do next? What's gonna happen? Are they gonna catch him? Is this person gonna die? You know. But yeah, all right. So I give it a 10. He gives it a 9. He doesn't see it yet, but I know he's gonna love it. Overall, that's a 9.5, and it's been getting nothing but praise. It has Oscar buzz around it already, saying that Chris Pine might get nominated for Best Actor.
I could see it, yeah, definitely.
So. Which is amazing, because I never thought that guy would get an Oscar.
The Yankees are winning 2-0.
Anyway, this is Sticks and Flicks. Next week we'll be bringing you this Blair Witch, and we're probably going to see Sully. Next week we'll be bringing you Sully.
Sully. Which reminds me of Sync though.
What?
Sully.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.